know, I'm cool with everybody here, but there are some people, you know, even here, I feel like Chris, you know, you'll say like subtle things. You know, you'll say like subtle things in a group environment.
Like what?
You spoke on like a fantasy room subject.
What?
It was like a...
Be clear. What did I say?
It was about if you're not first in that fantasy room and you're last...
You wouldn't want to be there.
Yeah.
My personal perspective, and I hold true to this, is if you're in a situation where there's 4 people, and there's 4 people invited to this fantasy suite, and the female in the situation has sex with someone else, I wouldn't be interested in that person being the person I'm with.
Okay, I have a question.
Yeah.
Because this is what kind of happened last season. Would you vocalize that to them before fantasy suites, during fantasy suites, or after fantasy suites?
Good question. It would be dependent on the situation, because something that's also
well, you wouldn't know the situation.
Listen.
You wouldn't know the situation.
Let me finish speaking, please. For me, what I'm not interested in is you guys' way of going about this process.
When you're talking about fantasy suites, you're there because you're in love.
When you're at fantasy suites, you're there because you're in the Final 4. That's the only guarantee.
So it's a game.
If you're there, then that's a game. That's a game to you.
Oh, gosh darn it, I did not say that. Like, I did not even use the term. May I speak to you? Look at me. Look at me.
Why every time you're really like allowing someone to speak, like you have this like this approach, like
of organization?
Like you're trying to control it though.
So I've let you speak. I've let him speak.
I'm just saying the way you saying it is still rubbing us wrong.
It's rubbing you wrong.
The way Chris speaks is all about control. He's very kind of intense. Maybe you don't mean to deliver a condescending tone, but in general, that's what it sounds like to people. And he's drawing a lot of lines in the sand that kind of surprise a lot of the guys.
Anytime that you have a premeditated thought of you won't do this unless that is a form of control and that is manipulative. This could be our queen, this could be the mother of our children, and this could be someone we spend the rest of our lives with. You cannot have preconditions to love. It's just a form of control that a lot of men just don't realize that they do that damages good women.